This is Jeff Weltman, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, this is a live stream, so like our audience is here.
Oh wow, how cool!
So you'll be able to see. There you go. Actually called you by your handle. So got a couple of fans that are super excited.
I don't have a handle.
Gotcha. Okay, so there's definitely somebody out there with it though, for sure. But please give your thoughts. What are your predictions for the season, especially two newest draft picks? How's the season shaping up for you?
Well, I would never make a prediction, but I will say that we spent a lot of time talking about what this season should look like, how we prioritize it, and how we're going to enter it with our players. And this season is really like a continuing from last season. I wouldn't look for a whole lot of. Obviously, we haven't signed any significant like veteran free agents or anything like that. We've still got all of our assets in our back pocket. We're still about growth, and it's important for us that our players know that there's a path for them. It's easy to say like we're growing, but then like if people are stepping on one another, they don't feel that. So they have to feel that there's a pathway for them. But with that, Coach Moses' expression this summer has been leveling up, which I think is a great phrase. And so what does that mean, right? So, playing better basketball, better decision making, better role orientation, conditioning, the things that you bring from off the court into practice every day. Those are the things in today's NBA that equal winning. It used to be 20 years ago that young teams would have a hard time winning because they just weren't physically mature enough. The league's changed a lot. The physicality, the skill level, it's all changing. And so these ingredients are really what holds young teams back from winning. So we need to elevate the standard on those things and have our guys start to understand, it's great that you have high character, it's great that you have a lot of skill, it's great that we have size and all this potential. These are the things that help us win.
Awesome. Well said. And kind of talk about like your experience with the players in terms of, we know, Coach Mosey's definitely a player's coach. He's big on motivating the guys and holding them accountable. But for your part, how has it been in terms of you interacting with the players and what their feedback has been?
Well, their feedback is always great. They're really excited. They're really engaged. They feel that, as I said earlier, they have a pathway for improvement and for growth, to be able to kind of show who they are. For me, I'm always excited. I mean, we won't bring people here who aren't really high character guys, and so they all embrace the conversations. They embrace the big picture. We try not to have conversations where we say run through this wall and then we'll tell you what's behind the next wall. It's more like, let me tell you what's behind the next 5 walls. So once you get past this, here's what's coming next, so that they understand like the big picture. They understand the way things work in this league, and I think it's really important that as young guys, we respect their ability to process that information and kind of like navigate their way through it. And obviously it's our job to hold their hands and give them that boost when they need it, but it's really important that they understand what the program is.
And then talk a little bit about, you probably touched on it already, but talk about what your personal vision is for this coming season heading forward.
My vision is that I think our fans will like this team, because I think we're going to play together. I think they're going to see the talent. I think they're going to see the character. They're going to see the skill, the IQ. And what we're trying to do is put out a team that makes each other better through all of those attributes. This league right now is about shot creation. It's about advantage creation and maintaining that advantage. And the way you do that is by having multiple ball handlers, size, switchability at both ends. And I'm hoping that the guys that we've brought here will start to show some of that to our fans while having a lot to learn along the way. So, and us as a management team and as a coaching staff, we have to keep our eyes and ears open to what the team is telling us as we go.
Very, very awesome. Just to wrap things up, I'm going to read a couple of comments for you. Kevin Harrell says you guys handled the drafting process very well. So they're very excited about that. And then Lugo Play says, Jeff, thank you for bringing respect back to the Magic. So these fans are excited.
I much respect for you guys for saying that. I appreciate that. I always say, hang with us. We're young. We're growing. We're going to have a lot of growing pains that we go through. But the thing, if I'm a fan that I love right now, and this is like my favorite time if I'm a fan to be a fan, is that you guys are all learning in real time as we're learning. We're at a stage right now where We're going to make mistakes, but as long as there are mistakes made the right way for the right reasons, we're okay with that. We have to start weeding those mistakes out, playing better basketball, playing smarter basketball. But the great part about it is you guys get to come along with the ride with us. It's not like we already know what's going to happen. It's not like we're one piece away from this or that. You know, we're all growing this thing together, and I really appreciate the support of you guys, and it means everything to us, and the players feel it.
Awesome. Jeff Weltman, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.